Well, hello and welcome to Unstuck with Charlie. My name is Charlie Arms. Today I'm coming to you from my car just because it's nice outside and I thought I'd do this on the go. But today I want to talk to you about burnout. Yes, burnout. Burnout is a difficult topic. It's something that affects all of us at some point in our life, maybe our professional career, maybe in ministry. Some of you are pastors and serving as church leaders, and you get to this place where you feel burned out. What does that look like? Well, a few ways you can tell you're burned out. One, you're getting frustrated at everybody all the time. Two, you're feeling a lack of fulfillment in what you're doing. Three, you might be just feeling like there's no joy in what you're doing. These are some of the signs that you're burned out, and we need to talk about it because we gotta figure out a way through this burnout. The Bible says, "Don't grow weary in doing good, for in the due season you will reap a reward." Okay, for persevering, and so the Bible encourages us to be people who persevere. And so as we talk about that today, I want to give you 3 tips on how you might navigate through burnout. The first one is this: you have to take a look at your time off. Listen, God made us to work, right? He wants us to work. 6 days, the Bible says we are to work, and on the 7th day, what are we supposed to do? Rest. It's incredibly important. We have to have it. And so many of us don't take that Sabbath day. And I'm going to encourage you to set your boundaries. Okay. Make sure you take that day off. And you know, your day off isn't, oh, hey, I got 30 projects I got to get done. It's a day of rest for a reason. You got to rest. It's important. Your body needs it. Your mind needs it. Your spirit needs it. Get out in nature if you can. If you got warm weather, if you don't have warm weather, go to the gym. Whatever helps you unwind, relax. You got to do that consistently, okay? You can't take a day off once a month, every 2 or 3 weeks. You got to take a day off every week. 6 days you work, 7th day you rest. Doesn't matter what day it is, you got to have a day. Set a boundary. If you can't take a full day, take 2 half days. Anything is better than what you're doing, which is probably nothing. So that's the first thing. You got to really take a look at your time off. And I would actually include vacation time with that. You know, your company, your workplace probably gives you a week, maybe 2 weeks. Some of you are blessed, like I am, with 4 or 5 weeks. Plenty of personal days. You need to take that time off. It's important. In ministry, you know, sometimes a sabbatical is necessary, right? A lot of different. So take a look at your time off. That's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is you got to talk to somebody about it. Okay. You got to talk to somebody about it. Maybe you need to hire a coach. Maybe you got to volunteer, a friend, somebody that does what you do. Take them out to lunch and talk to them. Say, hey, unload. Have somebody you can share the burden with, okay? A lot of times we're burned out because we feel like we're just doing it all alone. And I think it's important for us to take a look at that and really address that issue. Talk to people about it. Maybe as a pastor, you need a coach, right? Maybe in your business, you need a coach. Maybe in whatever you're doing, you need a coach because maybe that's someone who can give you ideas that will help you become more fruitful in what you're doing. Maybe there's someone who can look at what you're doing objectively and say, hey, listen, you got to stop that, or you need to do this. And you got to be teachable. You got to be willing to learn. So talking to someone is very important. So we got to have our rest. We got to talk. And the third thing we really might need to do when we're feeling burned out, when we're feeling that fatigue, when we're just finding no joy in what we're doing. Third thing I would recommend we do is really evaluate whether you're burned out or whether you're just not seeing the fruit, the production that you think you ought to have. Maybe your expectations are unrealistic. And again, this is where you can bring someone in to kind of talk to you about it, or coach you in this area. Reach out to a friend, hey, ask them, hey, what is it that I'm doing that I could do better? A lot of different ways to approach this. And maybe we are in the wrong field. Maybe we're burned out because we're not in the optimal place. You see, there's a difference between a burden and a calling. Sometimes we have a burden to do something, but it's not a calling, right? It's something we may have a burden to do for a season, but a calling is something that's going to bring us lasting joy. So I hope this has been helpful. I want you to think through this and really pray about different ways you can address that burnout. And so I hope it's been helpful. If it has, hit that like and subscribe button below. I'd appreciate it. Have a great day, and let's move forward.